and that he trusts. We have their specific gaming TV downstairs in our basement. Upstairs, though, we went big. We went for the 85-inch, and I just want to check that we do have that here for you, too. So the 85-inch is available for you. It is the one thing that when everybody comes over to our house, we always get that, oh my gosh, like moment. I will warn you, though, if you do get the 85-inch TV, you automatically do become the home that hosts everything. Every big game, every big award show, every big TV event is going to happen on that TV at your house. So be forewarned about that. What we have here for you today is a big deal from Samsung. This is the Q7F QLED 4K Smart TV. You get a 2-year warranty with this, which is fantastic. A lot of electronic companies, you don't see anything more than 90 days, but we're giving you 2 years of a warranty on this. Let me run through your sizes for you. The 43-inch, you could pick up. Everything has free shipping and handling. The 43-inch, $389.98 and an easy pay of $78. If you want to upgrade to that 50-inch, you're looking at $429.98 and an easy pay of $86. The 55-inch is $479.98 and easy pay of $96. 65 inches, $589.98, an easy pay of $118. 75 inches, $889.98, and an easy pay of $178. And that 85-inch, the same one that I have at home, $1489.98 and an easy pay of $298. I will tell you that I went shopping for a 55-inch TV. I ended up coming home with the 85-inch TV. The store that I went to, this was back in 2020, I had to have my dad's car. We had to take it out of the box. It was a whole big mess. This ships to your door for free, so don't worry about that. E327-867. Brett Hamilton is the one that brings Samsung to us. What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good. This TV, the 2025 version, it is extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean, I think when we were all growing up, and maybe I'm dating myself, and I know I'm older than you, but we had the box TVs, right? And they were like an appliance, like having a washer or a dryer sitting in your living space, great room, family room, whatever it was. The guys from Samsung joke around that big screen TVs are actually getting smaller. They don't mean the screen size, they mean the footprint that it leaves behind. But none of that matters if the picture isn't good. And Samsung, of course, has jumped into the AI world, Justin, with Samsung Vision AI. You don't need to know what that means. It's not like they're going to come take over your house or whatever. Basically, what happens is the TV is smart enough to adapt to the environment and what you're watching. And if you're like me, my mother-in-law calls me constantly. She's like, I with the thing, and then with the thing on here with the stuff, how do I? I'm like, just whack, FaceTime me and I'll show you how to do it. This TV will know what the colors are supposed to look like because of this Vision AI technology from Samsung that's inside here. There's a reason Samsung has been the #1 TV brand for 19 years. I mean, I think in all the time I've been at QVC, I don't ever remember being able to say something has been #1 for that extended period, right? Like, you don't have a team winning 19 championships in a row, but this
Some people
wins
wish they did.
Year in and year out.
Well, I will tell you, anyone that's ever messaged me on Facebook before, it's oftentimes, what computer should I get? What TV should I get? And I always tell everybody, I think there's a time and a place for every TV that's out there. There's ones that I understand are at lower price points.
Sure.
Now, this big deal price, this is a great day to bring home a Samsung, especially when we have those 5 easy pay offers. But what I love about this, Samsung, it's the one that I trust because it's the best quality that I personally have seen.
Yeah, this quantum dot technology, and I'm not going to geek out here with all the tech speak and stuff like that, but it's pretty incredible. What happens is there's just millions of tiny little, what they call nanoparticles, buried behind the glass, kind of in a sandwich between the glass and the back of the TV. And when they get hit with light, depending on the size of the particle, I believe it's red is the smallest particle, green is the largest particle, and in between, we have a billion, not a million, a billion different color combinations, which allows what you're seeing here, whether it's looking at food that's on fire or looking out at a baseball game, a football game, a pink car. These colors are as true to the color that they are supposed to be, thanks to that Samsung Vision AI technology. It's doing what you see on the screen right here. It's going through and it's scanning as it sees an image, and it says, okay, that black needs to be deeper, or that blue needs to be a truer blue, and then shells and all the other good stuff in between, Justin, so that it looks like you're looking out a window or looking at the game, being in the arena, whatever it might be, instead of watching a television show.
You know, when you bring this at home, everything on this looks that much better, becomes that much more enhanced. Watching a football game, watching a baseball game, watching your favorite true crime show, it feels like you are there. It feels like you're a part of it. I have the 85-inch at home. That's the one that I invested in. My house has become the theater for everybody. My living room is where, like, it comes to the point where my dad will often call and be like, are you Nick around? Yeah, like, are you, well, they're like, we know you guys aren't probably watching that football game, but like, are you gonna be home? It's like, no. Okay, great. Well, I'm coming to use your hot tub and I'm coming to watch your TV.
Yeah, if you don't like having people over and you don't like people in general, don't tell them that you have an 85-inch TV.
I made the mistake that when you open up my front door, that's what you see. Like, you walk into the living room, and it is that jaw-dropping moment for everybody.
Yeah, and I'm not spending your money at home. I'm not saying, go shoot for the 85-inch, because obviously it's the most expensive one. But compared to what a large screen TV used to cost years ago, I mean, it's incredible to think that you're not spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for any brand TV, let alone a Samsung. I'm showing you here, this is, I don't know, I geek out over this all the time. I have a Samsung at home as well. Doesn't this look like a 3D mat around some artwork?
Yeah, it looks like a picture.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's a digital image that is in what's called the art section. I'll show you how to get there. That's an awesome shot, guys. Look at the clarity. Now, again, you're at the mercy of watching us through TV cameras going from the cable channel company, whatever, that's not even sending it out in pure 4K into the TV that you're watching now. But I guarantee you, as good as it looks at home right now, wait till you see the clarity, the color, the contrast. That's what this processor that's inside here, this new A4 processor, is capable of doing. What it's doing is, even on a static shot like this, there's no motion here, there's no video, but it's taking a classic work of art and it's bringing it to life. And when your TV's not on, it can still be used for something like this.
You just used a word that I think a lot of people don't associate with TV, and that was processor. Because the TV that very well you may have in your home right now simply projects an image. That was the basis and the point of a TV when it was originated. That's all it was.
That's basically what it was.
Take the image that moves and put it up onto a screen. But now we process the image, because the images that are getting received by this are so high intense that it needs to have that chip inside of it. My question to you is, does your TV at home have that chip? Unless you've got this 2025 Samsung, the answer is maybe not. It may have a different one. It certainly isn't going to have this one. And if you are looking at upgrading your TV, maybe it's not even the main TV that you use. Maybe you have a TV in your bedroom that's been there since 2002. And you want to get rid of that big, bulky TV and replace it with something incredible, this is what you turn to. And maybe this is the one that you turn to in that 43 or 50-inch instead. Let me go through the size options here for you, because we are limited across the board on our big deal here. The 43-inch size is at $389.98, and it's $78 on an easy pay, with less than $150 that remain there. The 50-inch, $429.98. It is our most limited option. There's less than 70 that remain, and it's an easy payment of $86. In your 55-inch, which is always super, super popular, less than $150, it's $96 on an easy pay. In that 65-inch, that is your best bet. There's less than 200, though, to go around there. $118 on an easy pay. 75-inch has a easy pay of $178. We're under 100 of those that remain. And your 85-inch has an easy pay of $298, with less than 100 of those to go around as well. E327867 is your item number. Can we talk about the remote control with this? Because the one thing that I love about my Samsung, the remote, even that is so techy.
Yeah, I have never seen anything like this before. This is a solar remote. It doesn't take batteries. You just need to make sure it gets some daylight or some sunshine. And the folks at Samsung told me this pretty incredible number. Since they've released these solar remotes with all of their brands now, they've saved almost over 200 million AA batteries from going into a landfill, which little by little, I feel like if we can all do a little something like, we need more Samsung solar remotes in the world, so that we're not wasting, but I'll get off my soapbox. But the whole idea is that this TV is so incredibly simple to use for whatever it is that you're watching, but I know a lot of you go, can you do anything about my cable bill? And up until now, it was unheard of to have a TV actually come with the channels in it. Well, Samsung has something called Samsung TV Plus, which is right down here. And Justin, inside there are more than 400 free TV channels. Now, in order to watch them, all you have to do is be connected to the internet. And what it will do is it will throw a guide up just like you see right here. And I don't have time to go through all of them, but they even break them down into categories: movies, westerns, drama, all that other good stuff.
And you're not paying anything.
Not paying anything. I want you guys to think about this. I want to take the internet, like Alex shows you on the HP, and the capability in that type of processor, and squeeze it into your TV. What they're doing is, once you're connected to the internet, it's drawing those channels down and putting them inside here for you. Now, for those of you asking the other question, which I know you are, can I get my local news? The answer is it depends on where you are. But Samsung is making deals with all of these local TV channels and networks across the country. In fact, I was checking it out earlier today. I don't have time to go to it, but I believe that ABC local, I think NBC locally, and I think Fox locally shows their news on here, and you don't even need cable to get it. QVC, of course, is an app that you can get and put inside here, which means your TV has free QVC inside of it anytime you want, which means you don't need a cable box on this television anymore. And frankly, Justin, I think I don't care how old you are, people are realizing that this is where the Emmy-winning shows are. It's Netflix, it's Hulu, it's Disney, it's Prime and all that stuff. They're not on the networks anymore. So you can save so much money by, first of all, not subscribing to anything, but if you want, I mean, Netflix is like $15 a month. What's your cable bill? $300? And how many of those channels do you actually watch? Well, it's all, and it's everything that's here now, and then a store inside that will allow you to add channels and streaming channels as they get introduced.
I mean, I will tell you, QVC Plus, HSN Plus, you can go there, watch Busy This Week, a late night TV show that you can watch. We're not allowed to tell you some of the guests that are coming up, but you will be blown away. I'll just leave it there at that. Make sure you're tuned in to see. There are some amazing guests that Busy has on that show, and if you've not seen it, go check it out. It's free. You can go ahead and you can check out any past shows from us here at QVC over on that app as well. But the great thing about this Samsung TV is that you're not pouring money into it after the fact. You bring it at home, you break it up onto an easy payment that ranges from $78 up to $298 a month. And you just get to reap the benefits. I've had my Samsung TV since 2020. I moved into my house, it was July of 2020. So we were coming on almost 5 years. It's phenomenal. I've never had an issue. It updates and will upgrade automatically the software. Well, and the quality's amazing.
Yeah, and you bring up a really good point. You know, the term smart TV gets thrown around all the time. It's a smart TV, it's smart TV. I'll take this and call it brilliant because of the fact that with that Samsung Vision AI inside, and don't be freaked out by the term AI. What it's saying is that it has a brain that thinks ahead of you, meaning that if the color needs to be adapted, instead of going inside the settings and going, I don't know the difference between contrast and brightness, no, it'll fix all that stuff. Plus, it kind of keeps track of the shows that you're watching, and if you tend to lean toward crime, drama, whatever it might be, it goes, okay, well, here's some suggestions for shows that you may not have even knew existed. One other thing before we run out of time, I know a lot of you look at this TV in 85-inch and go, I need a monstrous home for this size. Here's the rule of thumb when it comes to, do I have enough room? 85-inch, you need 8.5 feet. 75-inch, you need 7.5 feet. 55-inch, you need 5.5 feet. So I'm a pretty good judge of this. I'm going to say that here we are. We're 8 feet back right now. That's all you would need. In fact, I disappeared out of the
You went right out of the shot. There you go.
Yeah, so I'm basically right here. I would recommend anything bigger than probably the 65-inch. Get a mount and put it on the wall. I mean, it becomes really does become a work of art.
Oh, yeah.
Something new, Justin, that they've done. A lot of you go, well, in the past, I know the legs and the feet were always kind of spread out.
More center.
Well, it's tough on a smaller footprint. If you're putting them on a credenza or whatever it might be, you have the choice of either putting them here and over there, or where we have them, so that they're perfectly balanced and they don't take up as much space, or don't need as much space.
Your little tech tip for this one, because this is electronic tech and tips with
Where's
Justin.
the bell?
We always the bell. Can we get the bell for it? You have never missed the bell.
I've never missed.
You've never missed the bell. We're looking for the bell. We're gonna find. I misplaced it.
I trust you. Didn't mean to derail this. Go ahead.
Your tech tip on this: when it comes to these screens, there's the bell. That's what Brett was looking for. The screens that are on this, when you're bringing it home, they change. It's not the same screen that you have, especially if you have a glass one. Glass screens, glass TVs. We're going way back. You probably took that blue spray and a paper towel. Don't take a paper towel to this. The fibers can cause damage. Always use a microfiber cloth on something like this. And honestly, honestly, you could just do a little spray of water and a microfiber cloth. You don't even need to spray anything to be able to clean it off, but that's how you're gonna maintain this. And look, when I'm thinking about like Father's Day gifts, this right here, what an amazing gift this would be. If you want to bring it at home right now, you can do so on an easy payment that ranges from $78 up to $298. That's for the 4350, 55, 65, 75, or 85-inch TV. I will tell you, and everybody that's ever messaged me on Facebook or